Just now, okay.
Right, so we're trying a second stream now and hoping that we're operational again. It's the 8th of May 2020. We have been live streaming for the last half an hour or so, but there seems to have been problems with it. So we're hoping that the second stream will be more stable, and so hopefully people will have picked up from
Dave Kelly's here, Maria Fordham is here from Bedford, and we have Teresa Laverty, Ballybuffet, Valerie in Cork, John Coyle is with us here, Joe Kane and Paul Flaherty. Paul Flaherty from Cork is there as well.
Okay, so we seem to be back again. Hopefully, maybe the stream will stay up a little better this time. Thanks for coming back. As I said again, if things happen, this is not something that happens us all that regularly. We have to say, given the environment that we're working in, I think we've been well served with the internet over the last period of time. So hopefully it'll be more solid.
Much better.
So we had 3 songs.
We have
no particular reason to know why this might have happened, but there's nothing changed in our services or circumstances at all here. I'm not even sure that the line speeds have changed. I'm just doing a speed test. Anyway, we sang the first 3 songs for Aine O'Rourke, and one was Woman's Heart, Connemara Cradle Song, and Peigin Leitrir Mor. So the next 2 songs of her choice are Nancy Spain and the Dutchman. And again, it seems we have 30 or 40 megs upload, so it should be okay. So Nancy Spain is the one we're going to go with now.
Yeah, okay. Seems to be open, I think.
Yeah. So
Fergus says better now.
Yeah, so let's just hope it stays
Sean
up.
Service resumed.
Hi Sean, tonight, how are things? Good to have you back. So we'll go with Nancy Spain and we're playing it open, people, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Of all the stars that ever shone, not one does twinkle like your pale blue eyes, like golden corn at harvest time. Your hair, oh, sailing in my boat, the wind gently blows and fills my sail. Your sweet scented breath is everywhere. Daylight peeping through the curtain of the past, and nighttime is your smile. The sun in the sky is like your laugh. Come back to me, my Nancy. You linger here for just a little while. Since you've left these shores, I've known no peace or joy. No matter where I wander, I'm still haunted by your name. The portrait of your beauty stays the same. Standing by the ocean, wondering where you've gone, if you return again. Where is the ring I gave to Nancy Spain? Oh, on the day in spring when the snow starts to melt and streams to flow, oh, with the birds I'll sing the song. In a while I'll wander down by Bluebell Grove where wildflowers blow, and I'll hope my lovely Nancy will return. No matter where I wander, I'm still haunted by your name. The portrait of your beauty stays the same. Standing by the ocean, wondering where you've gone with you return again? Where is the ring I gave to Nancy Spain? Oh, where's the ring I gave to Nancy Spain? Where's the ring I gave to Nancy Spain?
Okay, so everything
So,
seems to be
hello,
okay
yeah.
here.
Hopefully things are a bit more settled. So, I hope everybody's had a reasonable day. Again, I suppose after weeks and weeks and weeks of particular restrictive behaviour, it's interesting to see what various people turn to. So I spoke to a friend of mine in Dublin today who finally, for the first time ever, has decided to tidy his abode, and he was meticulously going through the kitchen and everything else. So this offers him a metamorphosis in his life when he's finished. He'll be the most spick and span person to leave his house. But he said he does a lot of the physical tidying things up during the day, and then he goes through paperwork at night. So he has a bit of a system. So it's wonderful. I mean, there's things we turn to. Mary and I have too much unimportant things going on to turn to those highly irrelevant things like sorting out those things out.
That is not the truth. We are tidying the pantry at the moment.
We're in a pantry.
And now we can't eat at the kitchen table because everything in the pantry is on the table.
Mary has more.
And there's more dishes and more.
Mary has more tops of pots, so
Yeah.
I can only imagine that all the others have had the arse burned out of them.
All strays, no?
No, they've been burned. They've been burned.
How
That's
did we get
the
to have
evidence.
so many spare lids for
So-
pots? Jeez, I mean,
We'd be throwing lids at people as we're driving.
it's a bit like socks, odd socks. The washing machine.
We do
eating
those
them
as
up.
well. We
Yeah.
do. We're special in odd socks. Although I have a plan to use the socks, as recovers for headsets. When the sponges go in them. I'm working on that project.
You could also use them for mics, couldn't you?
That's right, yeah.
To dumb down the sound or whatever you want to do.
Well, we don't dumb it. Mary, that's not what you do.
Well,
Dumbing down the sound.
cut it out or
Cut it
the
out.
noise.
Cut it
out
out.
the noise.
We're moving on to the Dutchman. So somebody was wondering last night, I think, whether Christy Moore had released the Dutchman, and I'm not sure if he's ever sung
Well, I'll
it.
tell you.
I'll tell
you because I just so happen to know.
Well, can you tell me if Christy Moore is on it?
Christy Moore's name is not here at all. So the Dutchman.
That's the thing we said here earlier.
1983, Macomb and Clancy. But it was written by Michael Peter Smith in 1968 and it was popularised by Steve Goodman. Now when Smith wrote the song he had never been to the Netherlands, and it was also recorded by Brendan Grace. I don't know that Christy Moore didn't sing it. I don't know. I imagine he probably did.
So Brendan Grace, yes, did a beautiful version of this also. It was a lovely singer. Dutchman, let's go. So normally play this open, we'll play it in two, see what it's like, because just again, it saves you down at the bottom end of it. So we're going to play this in two. It's an absolutely gorgeous song, alright?
Valerie in Cork says she loves the Dutchman, and Mark McCormick is with us.
Evening, Mark.
And Ray Byrne out in the Cooley Peninsula.
So the music is supposed to be, singing is good for the soul, I think. So just chill out and hum along, sing along, whatever. Oh, the Dutchman's not the kind of man to keep his thumb jammed in the dam that rolls his dreams in. But that's a secret only Margaret knows. When Amsterdam lies golden in the morning, Margaret brings him breakfast, she believes him. He thinks the tulips bloom beneath the snow. He's mad as he can be, but Margaret only sees that sometimes she sees her unborn children in his eyes. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret Dutchman still wears wooden shoes. His cap and coat are patched with love that Margaret sewed in. But sometimes he thinks he's still in Rotterdam. He watches tugboats down canals, calls out to them, oh, when he thinks he knows the captain. Till Margaret comes to take him home again through unforgiving streets that trip him though she holds his arm. Sometimes he thinks that he's alone and calls her name. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the three walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. Windmills twirl the winter in, she winds his muffler tighter, they sit in their kitchen, while tea with whiskey keeps away the Jew. He sees her for a moment, calls her name, she makes his bed up humming some old love song. He learned it when the tune was very new. He hummed a line or two, they hummed together in the night. The Dutchman falls asleep and Margaret blows the candle out. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder Zee. Long ago I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. So there we have Anya's 5 songs. Again, you're right, Anya. Liam Clancy had a majestic poignancy about his voice, absolutely. Ray Byrne, thanks for coming back again. So I hope people have rejoined us on the second part of the stream. I'm not sure whether it'll hold up any better, but we just work with what's there. So Anya had mentioned a number of other songs. So look, why don't we might as well do those while we're at them.
Yeah,
Always.
yeah.
So again, please send in your list of songs that you'd like us to play. You know, again, focusing on and try and, you know, I think it would be very interesting to hear people's experiences of those particular songs. I say Dutchman a number of years ago, God knows, it could be 10 years, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, sometime a nephew of mine rang me a fortnight before his wedding to say that he just discovered this song. He thought it was a wonderful song and he wanted to sing it at the time of his wedding. And it just struck me how magic songs can get, you know, a younger generation will not necessarily, they would have no reason to know of Liam Clancy or Tommy Makem or whatever, and yet when the song was rediscovered by him, he realised how beautiful the song was.
So Maria Fordham says that's beautiful. Vivian O'Mahony says it's beautiful. Marley O'Donnell Cunningham says hello from Harper's Ferry. Happy Friday. Natalie, you're here. We're glad that you're here, Natalie. I think we might have missed you last night. It's open.
Is it?
There's nothing here. Do you have?
I don't have anything. We'll just see. So this is, I think it's an Elvis number, is it?
Yes, I believe so.
I think it's Elvis among others. Play it open. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should have. Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all the lonely, lonely time. And I guess I never told you I'm so happy that you're mine. If I made you feel second best, yet I'm sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Oh, tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Give me one more chance to keep you satisfied. I'll keep you satisfied. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Lovely, short but
That's it.
sweet, really,
That's it.
really
That's
nice.
it, yeah. So the
And
next
now we're
one.
going on to Deportees.
Deportees is on page.
So we hope you're getting
98.
warmed up now in our second part of this. We're going to have lots of time to sing a number of songs here tonight. So again, these were other added songs that Aine O'Rourke said she's trying to slip into her back pocket if she was on the plane.
No.
What?
That's very funny.
Is it?
Yeah, she can't.
Well, she's no
She
pockets.
can't take the shoes, but she can.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, but you could slip these. You could. It's amazing. And years ago, like when Desert Island Disc was started originally, like it was obviously to do with vinyl discs, and what you could actually carry with you. And I remember in 1978, coming back from America after wandering around America for a number of months. Mary's drinking off screen. That's terrible. That's
Well, you know,
sign of an alcoholic.
Kathy
At least I'm drinking water on
Kathy
screen.
Anderson said you shouldn't eat or drink when you're on camera.
Ah, come on, Kathy.
Kathy, no apple eating.
All the top people, they drink on stage. Mostly water, like us. We're like all that. But in 1978, I came back from America, having spent months there, and obviously, you know, we were limited in terms of the technology that was available. Stereo systems were still very novel in Ireland at the time. And while I was there, I collected an enormous collection of LPs and singles that I brought home, which I still have. But the biggest problem, obviously, in carrying all these things, if you carry them as too warm, they'll warp and everything. That wasn't my situation. But now everything is now changing. You could have zillions upon zillions upon zillions upon zillions carrying on the smallest device in your pocket. So the idea of the Desert Island Disc thing was really to focus people's minds on songs.
Oh, Aine she's feeling spoiled.
Well, there you are.
That's lovely. That's a
See,
lovely.
When they're gone, Anya, isn't that right?
So Dave Kelly says,
right, Mum.
Before that, Dave Kelly says, those are two of my songs. Which two, Dave? And just let me have the rest of your songs that you want us to play.
Yeah, do. And
I know that if
you can always have substitutes, like the European Parliament.
If you tell me which two of these, I have two others, okay? Rayburn, I think that's the first time Elvis has featured. Oh. Wow.
I think so, yeah.
Where are we putting that? What are we putting that?
Not that I don't like Elvis, I just wish I could sing. My second, in fact, the two first records I ever had were two old 78 Peigin Leitrir records. One was Ramona, da, 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 by the Bachelors, and the other one was One Night With You by Elvis.
Oh, Dave Kelly, yeah, Deportees.
Probably 12 years of age, something fine, and listen to this guy, and he was unbelievable, like he was magic in that song. Now the problem is I don't have a range like Elvis had, certainly the top end at all, but anyway.
So Natalie says she doesn't mind if we have a Jameson in front of the camera. Well, we don't drink at all, believe it or not, Natalie. And Natalie, of course you were here last night. It was the night before that you went AWOL, okay? So, 2?
Right, so we're playing this on 2, lovely song. So join in, folks, that's really all this about, join and sing along. Crops are all in, the peaches are rotting, oranges piling their cradles of stones. They're flying in back to the Mexican border to pay all their money to way back again. My father's own father, he waded that river. They took all his money he made in his life. My brothers and sisters come working the fruit trees. They rode a truck till they took down and died. So goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalina, adios mis amigos, Jesus say Maria. They won't have a name when you ride a big hero. All they will call you will be deportees. Some of us are illegal and others not wanted. Our work contract's out and we've got to move on. It's 600 miles to the Mexican border. They chase us like rustlers, like outlaws, like thieves. So goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalina, adios mis amigos, Jesus say Maria. You won't have a name when you ride a big aeroplane. All they will call you will be deportees. We died in your hills, we died in your deserts, we died in your valleys and died on your plains. We died in your trees and we died in your bushes, both sides of the river, we died just the same. So goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalina, adios mis amigos, Jesus say Maria. You won't have a name when you ride a big aeroplane. All they will call you will be deportees. The sky plane caught fire over Los Gatos Canyon, a fireball of lightning and shook all our hills. Throughout all these friends all scattered like tribees, the radio said they are just deportees. So goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalina, adios mis amigos, Jesus say Maria. You won't have a name when you ride a big aeroplane. All they will call you will be deportees. Is this the best way we can grow our big orchard? Is this the best way we can grow all our fruit? To fall like dry leaves to rot on my topsoil, be called by no name except deportees. So goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalina,
Dave, just to say, Dave, it doesn't matter if somebody else has chosen the song. We'll sing it when it comes to your turn. Okay. So,
yeah, look, I mean,
so let me know what the
good
others
thing.
are
I mean,
there.
I mean, it's good. Nice songs going to be liked by lots of different people. So
Yeah.
that's an inevitability. So we're going to go on to Fiddler's Green. That's the next one. We're in the
Fiddler's
zone
Green,
of singing a few
Fiddler's
songs
Green,
tonight. So
Fiddler's Green is
let's
on,
work with those.
on 3.
Fiddler's Green. So we were, as you will remember, if you've been here for a length of time. So again, if you're just passing through here this evening, or you haven't been here before, you're participating and welcome to do so in an online daily sing song for the soul, as we call it, or as we call it. So we start at 7 o'clock general Greenwich Mean Time, and a number of hours earlier in the States, etc. And we're here every evening singing a few songs. And the whole idea is that what you see on the screen is the chords and the words and encouragement to sing along with us. All right.
So here's a little bit of news for you. Always on my mind is a Willie Nelson song. I only remember that because my friend bought the 45 single for his dad.
Who said this?
Louis Brown.
All right. Yeah. And Anya New York says she heard it first when I was quite young on the radio. First realisation of discrimination on equality. This was Deportees.
Yeah, and Dave Kelly said should be compulsory listening for Donald Trump.
Well, we shouldn't be looking too far away from home. We just have to look at Keelings, the fruit people in Ireland. We have our own deportees coming over from Romania and Bulgaria and all the rest every year, and they've obviously been doing this all through the period of certainly the Celtic Tiger and before. Now, I know we spoke before, I think here some people mentioned I think it was Ray Byrne remembering picking strawberries for Johnny Taff in Dundalk during his youth, and certainly I would have done the same, picking onions and potatoes and all that sort of stuff. But our world has changed. There's different environments, but the Keelings incident that happened in Ireland recently makes us sit up and take account of the fact that these people have been shipped in here from remote parts of Europe. I have no idea whether I did actually go onto the Keelings website because I saw some conversation going on about there, looking at the job application forms that were on the site, and there was no indication of the pay rate. And I'm just wondering, I have no idea, and I'm not challenging or questioning. I don't know whether people are paid the minimum rate to work in these jobs or not. I don't know. I know there were mushroom farms around the border, on the Armagh Louth border a number of years ago, and a number of Latvians were here working for £2 sterling an hour or something. So
Paul
we need to be
Flaherty
very
says,
mindful when we're going to preach to everybody else about.
Yeah, Paul Flaherty says great song. Woody got 3. Which song was that, Paul? Was that Deportees? I think so. I think he sang it as well. Anya New York says both Elvis and Willie sang Always on My Mind.
So anyway, Fiddler's Green is up on 3. Now, we played this a number of times in our learning space, so I hope people enjoy revisit and see how we all get on by singing it together, right? Capo 3. As I walk by the dockside one evening so fair, to view the still water and take the salt air, sure I heard an old fisherman singing this song. Won't you take me away, boys, my time is not long. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me how, shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates. I'll see you someday in Fiddler's Green. Now Fiddler's Green is a place I heard tell, where fishermen go when they don't go to hell, where the skies are all clear and the dolphins do play, and the cold coast of Greenland is far, far away. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper, no more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me how, shipmates, I'm taking a trip, mates, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green, where there's always a breeze and there's never a gale, and the fish with a swish in their tails. And you lie at your leisure, there's nothing to do. Sure, the captain's below making tea for the crew. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper. No more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me how, shipmate, I'm taking a trip, mate, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. When you get to the dock and the long trip is through, sure there's pubs and there's grubs and there's lassies there too. And the girls are all pretty and the beer it is free. Sure the bottles of rum growing from every tree. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper. No more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me how, shipmate, I'm taking a trip, mate. I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. I don't want a harp nor a halo, not me. Just give me a breeze and a stiff rolling sea. Sure, I play me old squeeze box as we roll along, with the wind in me rigging, still singing the song. Wrap me up in me oilskins and jumper. No more on the docks I'll be seen. Just tell me how, shipmate, I'm taking a trip, mate, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. Just tell me how, shipmate, I'm taking a trip, mate, and I'll see you someday on Fiddler's Green. Lovely.
Lovely song, lovely song. Sonny's Dream.
Yeah, that's I was again. I think that we have all benefited from the number of times we sang Fiddler's Green, etc. And I do hope that we did about 11 songs over a period of 3 weeks there that we sang on a number of days each. And of course, the whole idea of it was to give us some bit of focus to say, look, we'll try and put a bit of effort in improving in certain songs.
We have a little row here going on.
A row.
So yes, so Louis Brown is saying, but Willie wrote it. Okay, Willie wrote it.
Mm-hmm.
Kathy Anderson is here. You're watching to see if there's any food or drinks here in front of the camera. Aine, you're Fiddler's Green, the Clancys and Tommy Macon grew up listening to them. Okay.
So we're going to sing Sonny's Dream now. There was actually, I'm not sure, we were, last night we ended up singing a number of Dicey Moore songs.
We did, yeah.
And there were obviously a number of songs which I'd have forgotten he sang. There was one song we might sing it afterwards. What was the name of it, Mary? The Dark-Eyed Sailor.
Oh yes.
Couldn't remember. We could remember the words. We couldn't remember the name of it. So that's what happens. You might think that we're suffering from forgetfulness here, but it's actually there's 500 songs here. You know, Johnny McAvoy only takes a couple out every night, and he doesn't diverge from that. So this is Sonny.
Sonny's Dream.
So we'll play it open, right? And lots of people, I suppose, again, me, Christy Moore's version of that, I loved this definitive version. But I have to say a number of women have sung it, and a number of women have sung it in collaboration. So particularly Dolores Keane and Mary Black, and I think Emmy Lou Harris singing together. That sort of mix, maybe even Linda Ronstadt with them. Gorgeous vocals on those. But I love the for me this used to be a bit of a sort of a song that carried me through some very dark days.
By the way, just to tell you, my father's name was Michael, but he was called Sonny, and the reason he was called Sonny, just for those of you who don't know, probably the Irish people do know, but certainly on the west coast of Ireland, the firstborn would have been referred to oftentimes as Sonny. And I also had an uncle called Peter, and he was also known as Sonny. He was also a firstborn son.
Sonny lived on a farm in a wide open space. Take off your shoes, Sonny, Sonny,
don't go away. Nothing, I just think that's very long.
Yeah, but no, sorry. I will just start it again, guys. Just remember, this book, this part of the book is not being worked on because it's in the S's.
Yeah, okay.
Mary.
That's okay. That's okay, I understand now. So.
Now Mary understands. See, a lot of the earlier songs...
See, Liam is working on book 1 and I'm working on book 2 at the moment, so we don't know
So
where
anyway,
we're
sorry,
at.
just to explain, as we're only working our way A to Z through the books, they will look... So what we want to be able to do, essentially, is spread it out to that sort of width, so the text is bigger.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
look, bear with us. I mean, it's a quick, it's a fast turnaround. It's a COVID turnaround time. So, anyway, we'll go again with that. Sorry about that interruption. We were so rudely interrupted there.
Oh yeah, can't hack it at all.
Sonny lives on a farm in a wide open space. Take off your shoes, he say, out on the rain. Lay down your head on a soft river bed. Sonny always remembers the words his mama said. Sonny, don't you go away. Hey, I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor, he never comes home. Nights are so long, the silence goes on. Oh, I'm feeling so tired and not all that strong. Sonny works the land, though he's hardly a man. There's not much to do, but he does what he can. Sits by his window in his room upstairs, watching the waves drifting soft on the pier. Sonny, don't you go away. Hey, I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor, he never come home. Nights are so long, the silence goes on. Sure, I'm feeling so tired and not all that strong.
Sonny,
Many years have rolled on. Sonny's old and alone. His daddy, the sailor, he never came home. Sometimes he wonders what his life might have been, but still from the grave, oh, his mama haunts his dream. Sonny, don't you go away. Hey, I'm here all alone. Your daddy's a sailor, he never comes home. Nights are so long, the silence goes on. Oh, I'm feeling so tired, not all that strong. Sonny, don't you go away.
lovely one, lovely.
Ah, yeah. Sonny, don't you go away. Sonny, don't you go away. So Mary was saying to me that on your really special song was Sweet Thames Flow Softly.
Yeah, it's mine too.
So I know this as I jumped the S's beforehand to get this one into the shape. Just explain, and so you can see much narrower stuff, bigger words. The problem, but we don't have a third hand just doing this. So I had a third hand that would just do this. Everything would be perfect.
And
Okay.
Aine says, although it's not an Irish song, it does sound Irish to me. So joking, and that's my favourite version too. I love the mix of voices, the women singing it. David Kelly, beautiful. Thank you.
So I know Sweet Thames was played somewhere, not open.
Oh, Sweet Thames. Well, we don't have it.
Probably played
There's
up.
nothing written here.
So gorgeous song, a very descriptive song, this song, Sweet Thames Flow. So again, this is another song Christy Moore's done a wonderful job in.
I wonder who wrote it. Anybody know who wrote it?
So it's in capo in position.
Would we say 4?
Capo in position 4.
Ooh.
I met my love near Woolwich beneath the big crane standing, and all the love I felt for her, it passed all understanding. Took her sailing on the river flow, sweet river flow. London town was mine to give her, sweet Thames flow softly. Made the Thames into a crown flow, sweet river flow. Made a brooch of silver town, sweet Thames flow softly. At London Yard I held her hand, at Blackwell Point I faced her, at the Isle of Dogs I kissed her mouth and tenderly embraced her. Oh, heard the bells of Greenwich ringing, flow, sweet river flow. All that time my heart was singing, sweet Thames flow softly. Limehouse Reach I gave her there, flow, sweet river flow. As a ribbon for her hair, sweet Thames flow softly. From Shadwell Dock to Nine Elms Reach, we cheek to cheek were dancing. Her necklace made of London Bridge, her beauty was enchanting. Oh, kissed her once again at Wapping, flow, sweet river flow. After that there was no stopping, sweet Thames flow softly. Richmond Park it was her aim, flow, sweet river flow. I'd have given her anything, sweet Thames flow softly. From Rotherhithe to Putney Bridge, my love I was declaring, and she from Kew to Isleworth, her love for me was swearing. Oh, love had set me heart to burning, flow, sweet river flow. Oh, never saw the tide was turning, sweet Thames flow softly. Gaberhampton roar a twist, flow, sweet river flow. Into a bracelet for her wrist, sweet Thames flow softly. And now, alas, the tide has changed, my love, she has gone from me. Winter's frost has touched my heart and left its blight upon me. A creeping fog is on the river flow, sweet river flow. Sun and moon and stars gone with her, sweet Thames flow softly. Swift the Thames flows to the sea, flow, sweet river flow. Bearing ships and
on you. It's gorgeous. Really
So
good
Ewan
choice.
McCall, that was Ewan McCall's song. Yeah, lovely, lovely. Ken Ewan McCall has written so many beautiful. Get along, move along, get along, move along, go, move, shift. A barn and a wagon by the side of the road.
Thanks, says Anya.
Diddly. So
Always played when we got together as teenagers. The places seemed so far away then, but not now. So Christian Moore did a great version of that with you and McCall. Okay. Okay. So then we have, what have we now?
the Dark-Eyed Sailor. So it must be under D. It must be. We couldn't find this last. We couldn't think of it. Dark-Eyed Sailor.
What page? What book do you think?
And that's another Christy Moore song there, the Dalesman's Litany, which is another beautiful
it's
song.
lovely. I love that, the Dalesman. Dark-Eyed Sailor.
Sweet Downs of 2004, yeah, so I don't know where this is.
Dark-Eyed Sailor. Oh, Dark-Eyed Sailor.
Went to Rowan, in the summertime. So I think what I do, I think I completely confused this with Fiddler's Green. That's this song. As I stand by the dockside one evening so fair.
Maybe three.
So I'm not sure. We're just. Hang
on, I like it.
I've lost the song now. He said, "The young maiden, why do?" Okay, I have it now. I have the song, so I'm going to do it up in 4.
4.
As I went to Rome one evening fair, it be in the summer to take the air. Oh, I spied a fair maid with the sailor boy, and I stood to listen, and I stood to listen to hear what they might say. He said, "The young maid, you know, why do you roam so all alone by yonder lea?" Oh, she heaved a sigh and the tears did roll for my dark-eyed sailor, for my dark-eyed sailor. He plows the stormy sea. He said, "You can drive him from your mind, for another young man you surely will find. Love it turns aside and it soon grows cold, like a winter's morning, like a winter's morning. The hills are white with snow." She said, "I'll never forsake my dear, although we are parted for many a year. For gentle he was, oh, not a rake like you, to induce a maiden, to slide the jacket blue. One half of the ring did young William show. She ran distracted in grief and woe. Sing, William, William, I have gold in store for my dark-eyed sailor, for my dark-eyed sailor. He has come home again. There is a cottage by yonder lea. This couple live there and do agree. So maids be true, oh, when your love is at sea, for a stormy morning, for a stormy morning brings on a summer day.
So Ruth, that's one of Ruth's choices as well for her night. That'll be maybe Monday night.
Gorgeous song,
Maybe
gorgeous
Monday
song.
night. Nigel, Mary, just to add a little fuel to the fire, you may be that. What was that?
Project.
Yeah, but I'm trying to read it at the same time. So, Mary, just to add a little fuel to the fire, it may be that you were always on my mind, was written by Wayne Carson, Johnny Christopher and Mark James back in the early 70s. So that was Ruth asked for that song last night, I think. Oh, yeah. So the last one then is Dicey Reilly.
So it just struck me when we were singing that song. It reminded me of this. We have 3 songs called As I Roved Out. We sang one of them last night, Christy Moore's one. What? All right. Sorry, me wants another drink of water. So I think we might try the other 2 songs if we can. It's amazing. You have songs with the same name, but they're different songs. And I love this one. This is a Clancy Brothers one. I love this one. Playing it open. As I rode down on a May morning right early, I spied me love upon the way. Lord, but she was early. She sang little lady, little lady, little lady, and she idled on the dee, and idled on the dee, and she landed. Oh, her boots were black and her stockings white, and her buckles shone like silver. She had a dark and rolling eye, and her earrings touched her shoulder. And she sang little lady, little lady, little lady, and she idled on the dee, and idled on the dee, and she landed. What age are you, my bonny wee lass? What age are you, my honey? Right modestly she answered me, I'll be 70 on Sunday. She sang little lady, little lady, little lady, and she idled on the dee, and idled on the dee, and she landed. Oh, where do you live, my bonny wee lass? Where do you live, my honey? In a wee house on the top of the hill, and I live there with my mammy. Hey, she sang little lady, little lady, little lady, and she idled on the dee, idled on the dee, and she landed. If I went to your house at the top of the hill where the moon would shine clearly, would you rise and let me in, your mammy not to hear you? And she sang little lady, little lady, little lady, and she idled on the dee, idled on the dee, and she landed. So I went to her house at the top of the hill when the moon was shining clearly. She arose to let me in, but her mammy chanced to hear her. Oh, and she sang little lady, little lady, little lady, and she idled on the dee, idled on the dee, and she landed. She caught her by the hair of the head, and down to the room she brought her, and with the root of a hazel twig she was the well-bent daughter. Hey, she sang little lady, little lady, little lady, idled on the dee, idled on the dee, and she landed. Will you marry me now, me soldier lad? Will you marry me now or never? Will you marry me now, me soldier lad? For you see I'm done forever. And she sang little lady, little lady, little lady, and she idled on the dee, and she idled on the dee, and she landed. I can't marry you, me bonny wee lass, I can't marry you, me honey. If I buy a wife at home, how could I disown her?
And she sang.
Little lady, little lady, little lady, Ireland, she landed. Point the night, it's my delight, and a gallon in the morning. The old women are my own heartbreak, but the young ones is my darling. Hey, she sang. Little lady, little lady, little lady, Ireland, she landed. She sang. Little lady, little lady, little lady, she landed. So don't ask me to translate little lady, little lady, little lady, Ireland, little lady, little lady, little lady, little lady, do, diddle lady, little lady, little lady, lum, and a diddle lady, little lady, dairy, fiddle lady, little lady, little lady, lum. It's all about it.
Stream is good in Germany, and Stream is good in Bedford, and so on. So Louis Brown wants to know: Did Elvis actually write any songs, or was he just a singer?
So we'll try this Andy Irvine one. I have it in 2 keys. I'm not sure which is the. Where was little lady, little lady? What key did we do it on? That open, was it?
I don't know. Little lady, wasn't it?
What did we just
play?
play?
I wrote that, wasn't it?
What did we just play it on there?
Sorry, I don't have it here at all. We played
anyway.
it. We played it open.
Did we? Right,
I think so.
Wrote down. Just want to write it in.
I want to write it in here.
So how you doing, Seamus Conley? You're welcome again. Jesus, Seamus, I thought about you today. I should apologise for all the stuff I said I would do for you, but we've been buried completely in trying to restructure this book.
Yeah, which was.
And
anyway,
was
the one we had?
So we're going to try. We're going to try it open.
Which was the one we did last?
As I wrote it by Clancy's.
Oh yeah, that was on.
So this is a Blanksy version, but Andy Irvine sings this, or sang this with Blanksy. As I rode out on the bright May morning to view the meadows and the flowers gay, should I spy but my own true lover, as she sat under yon willow tree? I took off of my hat and I did salute her. I did salute her most courageously when she turned around till the tears fell from her, saying, "False young man, you have deluded me. Oh, a diamond ring I own I gave you, a diamond ring to wear it on your own right hand, but the vows you made, love, you went and you broke them by marrying the lassie that had the land. If I married the lassie that had the land, my love, 'tis that I will rule till the day I die. When his fortune falls, sure no man can shun it. I was blindfolded, I learned a night I turned around to embrace my darling. Instead of gold, sure it's brass I do find. And I wish the Queen would call home her army from the West Indies, America and Spain, and every man to his wedded woman, in hopes that you and I will meet again.
That's the ends abruptly, doesn't it?
So that's look at, you know, the worst. That's obviously a song they're completely in the wrong key.
We'll try it in the other one. Can we
Well, I just showed you that it shows you that it's sitting up in D minor, and I know that this is played a couple. This is starting with an A minor, so I'd adjusted these keys. So if I was to go down from D and I went down, if I went down 3 semitones, I'd be in B. So I just start that up 2 frets up and just see.
Marion McFadden, glad you're still with us.
So
Hope
just
you're
take the last verse of that again. Look, again, it's terrible when you're in a bad place with a song. It's terrible. And I armies, and I wish. So I'll bring it up to 3. And I wish the Queen would bring home her army from the West Indies, America and Spain, and every man to his wedded woman, in hopes that you and I will meet again.
Much better. So
So again, just I suppose the importance of that reflection there is that the songs are in there as you know, they're pitched with for certain voices, and sometimes they don't work out. As I wrote out, so now I just want to change that because again, so that was in the A minor up at, and I prefer to play that at 2 up. So really what I'm saying to you is in all these songs, the whole thing about the books, use it as a guide to find pitches that you work on.
3. Yeah.
We had it noted and we just
had it in
no
3
advance
already, we
notes
just
there.
didn't.
Okay, so you said we were going to Yarmouth Town, is that right? So
Yeah,
we've been singing mostly Christy songs all night tonight as well. We were talking about changing there's a lovely song he sang as well, actually.
We'll
Christy
do that as
Moore
a
would have
short
sang
one.
this song
Yes,
too,
lovely.
I think. I
Yeah.
believe he would have. Avondale.
Yeah. Okay. Are we leaving this on?
Oh, have you. So we tried this with, again, try it in 3.
Avondale.
We just see this. I believe Christy Moore probably sang this as well. I'm not sure where else. I would have heard it from other, but a gorgeous song about Charles Stewart.
3 is it?
Yeah.
We were down there one summer at Avondale, weren't we? And there was this most beautiful wild strawberries and raspberries.
Wild strawberries,
growing
yeah.
there. And raspberries. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's Nancy?
Oh, have you been to Avondale and lingered in her lovely vale, where tall trees whisper and know the tale of Avondale's proud eagle, where pride and ancient glory fade? Such was the land where he was laid, like Christ was 30 pieces made for Avondale's proud eagle. flowers that green and lovely glade has nursed Parnell, our grandest gale, and cursed the land that has betrayed our Avondale's proud eagle.
Just do one verse in the last one.
The first verse again, where
Okay.
is it? Oh, have you been to Avondale and lingered in her lovely vale, where tall trees whisper and know the tale of Avondale's proud eagle? So again, these are just shooting through other songs that I think Christy Moore has probably done those songs, but we had talked about doing Yarmouth Town as a song and maybe trying to see if we could get some control of the speed of it. And so far as when we were doing Dicey Reilly, we had a sense that as we played it in a more controlled way, we were able to get yourself around the words of the songs, which I think is the gorgeous thing. But I mean, I for me, Yarmouth Town, I always know this as my "Won't You Come Down" song.
Yeah.
I love to go, won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town.
So Ruth
So
Cleary,
hi Ruth, you're out late, Ruth, I see tonight.
so we don't know whether you missed the song that you played last night, Dark-Eyed Sailor. But anyway, we'll be doing that in your night.
Anyway, let's see.
A few nights
I
away.
hope we can enjoy Stone the Sound we've been playing a bit, right? Oh, in Yarmouth Town, sure there lived a man, and he had a little tavern down by the strand. The landlord had him a daughter fair, pretty little thing with the golden hair. Hey, won't you come down? Won't you come down? Won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Won't you come down? Won't you come down? Now won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Hey, at night there came a sailor man, and he asked the daughter for her hand. Why should they marry you, she said, sure I got all I want without being wed. Oh, won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? But if with me you do want to linger, sure I'll tie a piece of string all around my finger. As you pass by you can pull on my string, I'll come down and I'll let you in. Oh, won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? At closing time should the sailor man, and he's gone to the tavern down by the strand. And as he's passed by, should he's put on the string, she's come down and she let her jack in. Won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Oh, well, this, cause...
No.
Oh, no, he's never seen such a sight before, 'cause the string around her finger is all she wore. Won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Well, the sailor stayed the whole night through, early in the morning went back to his crew, and when he told them about the maiden fair, pretty little thing with a golden hair, hey, won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Oh, there's the news, it soon got around, and the very next night in Yarmouth Town there were 40 sailors pulling on a string. She's come down and she let them all in. Oh, won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? Won't you come down, won't you come down, won't you come down to Yarmouth Town? So all young men that to Yarmouth go, if works a lot better when it's when it's more controlled.
Did Reilly for the last time?
Oh
okay.
no.
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 Okay.
No. Good to Yellow Bird.
You liked it on. Don't do Yellow Bird.
Why not?
Because it goes on and on. Somebody
Well, we
said
just
the
do
last
bits.
time we did a little bit of it, yeah.
Somebody said it went on and
Yeah,
on.
the last
Who
one, the
said
last
Yellow Bird went on and on?
Oh, I don't
We're cutting you out. I love this song. But we're gonna finish after this one here, okay? So unless you have another one you'd prefer to do, Mary, you don't want to do Yellow Bird, do you?
I'll do. Let's see what I will.
Mary doesn't like Yellow Bird.
No, I don't mind. Older on my hat. Or no, the Old Maid in the Garret.
Old Maid in the Garret, all right. Old Maid. I woke up this morning singing this song. It's funny when you're doing these. Sean Lawless, you were saying this before, that you come to the sing songs and different songs then, you know, permeate for your mind in the morning. You wake up singing and geez, people think you're going crazy. What is it? Old Maid in the Garret. Is it? Or De Old Maid?
I don't know that. Maybe it's that.
Old. Old Maid in the Garret, yeah.
So Nigel O'Mahony says, reading David Copperfield at the moment, featuring beautiful little Emily from Yarmouth.
Very good.
Yeah.
I think that we might be out playing some. Reading David, rereading it. Isn't it wonderful to reread something, Nigel? And I read John D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye a couple of years ago, and having been introduced to it in 5th year in school, and it was wonderful reading it from the other side of, I suppose, the young, immature teenage boy at the time, and reading it from looking back from another period in one's life. So yeah, I think really interesting being able to read books again, good books again, from other perspectives. So let's really enjoy this. What do you think, Mary? You like this one, don't you? Oh God. Well.
But there are so many. It wouldn't be my favourite.
Well.
It wouldn't be my favourite.
Why are we singing this? You're after choosing.
You like it.
That's not.
We were singing it.
But I sang it this morning. I did me bit.
That's okay.
I was told by my aunts, I was told by my mother, he'd go into a wedding was the makings of another. If this be so, sure I'll go without a bidding. Oh, it's kind Providence, won't you send me to a wedding that it's so dear to me? How would it be if I died an old maid in the garret? Oh, well, there's me sister Jean, she's not handsome or good looking, scarcely 16, sure a fella she was courting. Now she's 24 with a son and a daughter. Here am I at 45. I've never had enough for and it's so dear me. What would it be if I died an old maid in the garret? Well, I can cook and I can sew, I can keep the house right tidy, get up in the morning and get the breakfast ready. There's nothing in this wild world would make my heart so cheery as a wee fat man who told me his old dearie, and it's so dear me. How would it be if I died an old maid in the garret? So come landsman, come kinsman, come tinker or come tailor, come fiddler, come dancer, come ploughman or come sailor, come rich man, come poor man, come fool or come witty, oh come any man at all that will marry me for pity. Well, it's so dear me. How would it be if I died an old maid in the garret? Well, now I'm away home, for nobody's heeding, nobody's heeding to poor Annie's pleading. I'll away home to my own surely get married. It's so dear me. How would it be if I died an old maid in the garret? And it's so dear me. How would it be if I died an old maid in the garret?
Lovely, lovely. Lovely,
Yeah.
lovely, jubbly. That worked well, I think.
Classic Dickens helped me bring me to our present situation. You know, I have Alan Shaller's book was given to me probably by Ruth as a
Ruth,
present.
actually, for Christmas, yeah.
And I started reading it, and when I read books, I underline everything. I write all over the book. I love books with writing all over them. And I've become too cynical altogether when I see a guy writing early on the book how all he really wants is the truth. And you know, methinks the lady doth protest too much. But I was going to read it, and I says, no, really, because it's all supposed to be about the last 4 or 5 years of political shenanigans and
how he was
infighting and shafting, shatter and all this. And then I realised, look, it's just another narrative on a complete, you know, it's like Peter Ustinov talking about, he said, you can look at a chandelier from 1,000 different perspectives. So once you move facts out, once facts are removed from the equation, anything equals anything else. You just make it up as you go.
Just looking at Sam Stone, we'll have to do it another night.
Sam Stone,
a big, huge thank you for playing my choice of song. I really enjoyed all of them.
Yeah,
had the best evening.
So look, that's the whole idea of this Desert Island, this sort of spot that people would come in and say, look, if I had to pick my songs out of the 500 songs, whatever, what would I like to pick? And as Mary said, it doesn't matter if you pick songs other people have picked before.
I just want to see who it is.
That's fine. For us, we are perfectly delighted to be able to. It's good for us to practice songs, good fun. And you know, we start this at every evening. We're like, it was literally a rush in here today and saying, where's our heads in relations? Then after a while, we're in the middle of it. Next minute, we're at the end of it.
Yeah,
so
it'll be Nancy and Chuck tomorrow night.
Excellent.
And then we'll be coming around to Maria Fordham and Ruth. And, let's see.
So
Ray Atchison and Paul Flaherty. We have a lot to go. And
yeah,
Dave
so look,
Kelly,
send in your stuff, and it's lovely
songs.
to hear your ideas around, you know, your reflections on the music and what they do. So thanks everybody who's joined us again. Like it's a pity that the thing stream broke through, but most people are broke down. Most people it didn't break down necessarily from this end, but seem to have been very poor. Teams have settled down there. That's just the gremlins in the internet tonight. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed as much as we did the evening, and again share this with anybody. Again, if Mary White's listening in from Newfoundland, I know she listened again yesterday when we sang a song for her, which her friend Margaret Barr had taught me, and it was just for me lovely memories. Lovely to be able to revisit those songs. I never thought it took time to think of just saying, when do we get those songs together and enjoy them? So this book has been the books again. Download the books by joining the group. Go ahead. Okay, let's go. Of all the money that e'er I spent, I spend it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I did, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of a wit to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all. If I had money enough to spend, and leisure time for to sit a while, there is a fair maid in the town that sorely has my heart begun. Her rosy cheeks and ruby lips, I own she has my heart enthralled. So fill to me the parting joy be with you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I had did wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly come. Good night and joy be with you all. Good night and joy be with you all. So there we are, another day, another dollar. Closer to the end game or the beginning of the next phase of the next game.
So Tracy is here, late from South Dakota, I think. Grand evening again. Thanks, Mary Lee. Every evening I learn new songs, says Natalie.
Yeah, and that's the lovely part of this. Not only the songs, but lovely. I mean, at the comments and the interaction by all you guys on through the commentaries and the information that we share with each other is all welcome and good. And I think more than anything else, we all share good wishes to each other and to keep your spirits up and keep yourself well and safe as we move through this next phase of the COVID situation. Obviously, the news in Ireland, you know, when they do the analysis and the statistics and all the rest, you know, there's a sense of moving towards a suppression stage of the virus, and futures are, you know, the energy seems to be moving towards how we reimagine a life post lockdown. And I hope certainly for us, I think, well, we would have been mindful of that anyway, that would very much involve for us music and singing and playing and whatever as a medium of interaction and dialogue with other people. And we hope that you share that and that along the way that you've picked up both maybe songs and more importantly the motivation to have a go and play along.
And please let us have your choice of songs, your 5 choices. There's Dave Kelly, Sean Lawless, by the way. Sean, you give us. Oh yeah. You give us.
Sean, give us some of those songs you're just singing early in the morning.
Give a list of your songs and anyway, Slán.
All right. Good night, folks.
God bless.
All right. Take care.